Hey everyone, Dev with Crime Hive, and in this true crime video, we're talking about the arrest of a mother and her boyfriend in the death of 2-year-old Maliyah Bass. We're going to talk about the new evidence that was uncovered in the court docs and really what kind of led to what happened as we kind of do a recap on this case. I know a lot of you are familiar with it. I'm going to do a quick synopsis of what happened and really disturbing. We have some interesting footage that I want to point out and would like your thoughts on that as well. And so it really begins on August 22nd, 2020, according to the mother right here. But we learned that a far different story emerged. So we're gonna get into that. Before I do, again, this is Dev with Crime Hive. If you like these kind of true crime videos and you want more updates on these types of videos or these cases, subscribe to my channel and just make sure to hit the bell notification to all. That way you can get those updates. And then if you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with those you know, and let's talk about this case. So these people are young. You've got Sahara Ervin, 20 years old, Travion Thompson, 21 years old, and they've been charged with injury to a child and tampering with evidence, specifically the corpse of Maliyah Bass. So let's talk about where, according to Sahara, what her thoughts are, what she thinks happened. So according to her, right, and it takes place at the Sunset Crossing apartment complex in Houston. So I've got this pulled up. Brays Bayou. That's where Maliyah was ultimately found. We're going to talk specifics about that. And that's why I pulled this up. You've got the Sunset Crossing. It's about 25 miles away from where her body was found. And so what's happening here, according to Sahara, on August 22nd, 2020, she's out cooking breakfast for her daughter. And she's watching her daughter, Maliyah, who apparently is out on the playground equipment near the apartment complex. And she's playing around. Apparently, Sahara has the ability to look out this window and watch her, but she gets distracted and she turns away for a brief period of time. Next thing you know, she looks back out the window and Maliyah's gone. Maliyah's missing, right? So it prompts this police investigation. Eventually an Amber Alert gets out. Searchers, canine dogs, everybody's looking for Maliyah. And this is on the 22nd of August. Well, the 23rd of August, the next day, Maliyah's body was found. And she was found specifically in this area. It was the 5200 block of Carrollton Street in Houston. And a female jogger was jogging by the next morning and saw a body in the bayou. And police ultimately confirmed that this was, in fact, Maliyah. Now, they conducted an autopsy and they gathered more information from that autopsy that Maliyah was a victim of foul play. She had trauma to her body. She had a broken arm. There was bruising on her. They believe she was beaten with a blunt object, which we'll talk about as well as we've learned through these court documents. And I pulled this image specifically up on Google Maps because we learned that she may have been placed into a storm drain. And here's a storm drain right here. It leads out to the bayou. If I zoom in, you can see here the water, the bayou right over there. This is the area she was located in. We'll talk about how or why she may have wound up in one of these storm drains here that led to the bayou. So first off, I want to show the reaction to the boyfriend Travion, right? This is on the 22nd. Obviously, he's acting very distraught, and it appears it was all an act, is what we're learning. He was arrested, keep in mind, but this is during the initial stages of that investigation. I want to play that, and I want your thoughts on his reaction. What do you notice? What do you see? Do you think he was putting on quite an act? Do you think it sounded real? Keep in mind, he puts the blame on Sahara. We have his probable cause statement. We have his information that he puts the blame on Sahara, but he ultimately admits to putting Maliyah's body in the storm drain. So he actually confesses to that, but he blames the death on Sahara. So we'll talk more a little bit about that, but I want you guys to see this video and tell me what your thoughts are on this as I play. You may have to turn your volume up.
And as soon as the dog came, the dog passed out. Then the helicopter, right after that, the helicopter ran out of gas. There was nobody looking. The community did better than what the police did. My baby could have been anywhere at any time. And they have the nerve to get on Facebook and bash me and my girlfriend like we did something. And that's my baby. She know her ABCs. She know her 1, 2, 3. She know her colors. She only 2. She know how to talk very well because of us. Me and my girl. She was smart. She was growing up to be something.
When was the last time you saw her yesterday?
The last time I saw her is when my gal performed. My gal put her in the park. She came and gave me a hug and told me she loved me. This is her routine every day. My mama could tell you that she loves me. This is her routine to tell me she loves me, hug me. And I sit here and play the game. She come for me, you know, we eat and everything. That's the only reason why my gal came in the house is to fix us something to eat because we haven't ate. So I called her and told her in 5 minutes, it was only 5 minutes, it happened so fast. She was gone. And they don't realize my apartment, the rent lady had a whole operation, a sting on her for sex trafficking. And they let the lady out the site.
So interesting. He mentioned sex trafficking. So they were putting out this theory that maybe, she was a victim of sex trafficking. She was abducted. All these things were coming into play. And keep in mind, this is somebody that admitted later on to putting Maliyah's body in this storm drain, right? So pretty disturbing to see that video and that act that was put on according to what we've learned so far. Now, I want to show you another quick reaction from the mother. This is a very, very short clip that I have here. But when she was out with volunteers and on camera as well, she breaks down crying as well. She goes down to the ground wailing, crying, and she was inconsolable. And we're learning that it may have been fake tears, and that's from this article from The Sun here. So. And before I play that quick clip, I do want to mention EquiSearch here. They're always involved in these types of searches for missing people, and not just in Texas. This is Texas EquiSearch, but they're involved in all types of other cases. They help investigators get evidence all the time. If you have someone missing or you know someone that's missing, consider reaching out to them. Completely, they're donation based, and it started with Justice for Laura Miller. You've got Tim Miller, who is the founder of this, and for Laura Miller, you guys can go to the site and learn more about it. I just want to give you a quick synopsis of this Texas EquiSearch, but her case has never been solved to this day, and it's been 32 years. So he's got quite a mission and what he's created, and so he's actively helping in so many cases. And as you look through some of these here, there's a bunch of them out there, and you can see this was dedicated to Laura, but there's other cases. If you go to the homepage, you can see these other cases, and it's just pretty sad, people missing, but there is some hope. Some people are found, like this guy right here, Roger. He was found safe, and so it's really a great thing. I wanted to point that out. But let's go back to the reaction here from the mother, and this was her real quick here.
The little girl's mother, Sahara Ervin, on the ground in grief. 2 months later, both are now accused in her death, arrested Monday, and now charged with injury to a child and tampering.
Okay, so she was arrested as well, and again, this is her mugshot. It's pretty disturbing. She's smiling in this mugshot. What are your thoughts on that mugshot? Like, what is that? I mean, that's just crazy to me, right? So we learned that she may have been beaten with a hairbrush, and so here's another sequence of events that we've learned, and this is coming from Travion, what he thinks happened. So going back, remember the search began the 22nd of August, right? Well, it may have started August 20th, we may have learned. So on the 20th of August, according to Travion, Maliyah was crying, was not able to go to sleep, and it seems like in a fit of rage, he blames Sahara for beating Maliyah with a hairbrush, and then they placed her naked body into a broom closet and left her there overnight. And the next day, the 21st of August, they realized that Maliyah was dead. And so she's there an entire day before the 22nd of August, when the search really capped off, and you know, the 911 calls and the search with police. So an entire day had gone by after that, where Maliyah was dead in the home. So pretty crazy to learn that. And specifically, we're going to talk about what happened about the storm drain. So as we've learned, he admits to putting Maliyah in the storm drain. And this article here talks a little bit more specifics about it. So what we found here, this one comes from Click to Houston. So what he did was, apparently there's surveillance video, surveillance video that actually shows him going to this storm drain and with a trash can, and he tips it over, and contents go into the storm drain, which led to the bayou. And they believe that information, I don't have the video for that. I wish I had the video of that to show you, but he's seen tipping this bin into the storm drain, and it's from the surveillance video. And really, you got to thank whoever provided that video, because you've got the police here. They put out this press conference here, and they were trying to seek the help of anyone in that area during that time. So I'll pull that up real quick here, just to show you when they were requesting that footage.
For a 2-year-old that should not be, if it ends up being her, whatever child this is, we know that high probability that whoever the child is, that it is foul play. So here's what we need. You all know where this bayou is, Houstonians. If you live or have a business by the bayou, go back for the last 24 hours and take an extensive look at any camera you might have, in terms of your ring if you're by the bayou, your house security camera, your business security camera, anyone that might have been jogging along the bayou here and upstream. Please, if you saw anything suspicious, if you saw any suspicious vehicles, if you saw any suspicious individuals in the last 24 hours plus, from 9:30 a.m. or even before 9:30 a.m., just anything that's happened along this bayou in the last 24 to 36 hours, just call us right away. Call homicide or call Crime Stoppers, Houston Crime Stoppers, and let us know.
So really interesting. And from that press conference, they did get that needed surveillance video that I just talked about in that article. So really interesting. This case again, it's still going through the court process right now. We know that Sahara it has not been to court yet to explain her side of the story. We only have Travion's side, so we're going to learn more, and maybe there's something else that has occurred. What are your thoughts on that so far in that line of events that we've learned about? So a couple quick other things I wanted to mention here. The father of Maliyah was not there at the time, doesn't live with the daughter, and so his name's Octavius Bass, and he had put out like a little video as well, and he was a little suspicious from what had happened as well, and so he put out this little clip as well that I'm not going to play that right now. There's an ad, but anyway, he put out a video on that, and you guys can take a look at that as well. And they sit in court right now, or they sit in jail.
Mom wasn't. So we have video of him. Here he is, 21-year-old Travion Thompson. Investigators say he has confessed to being involved in getting rid of Maliyah's body, but points the finger at Maliyah's mom, Sahara Ervin, saying that she is the one who beat her daughter. Ervin's strange smiling mugshot.
Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We'll have more information on this case as it comes out. And again, let me know your thoughts if you have updates. Obviously, when I put these videos out, more updates come out. They can come out within minutes and come out within a couple hours, days. And if you have those updates, put those in the comments below. That helps the community as well, because you can find a lot of answers from the comments, as well as myself, as I'm learning more too, and trying to follow up on these tips and insights too. So again, this is Dev with Crime Hive, and I hope this video helped you have a better understanding of what happened with this case. And again, very sad, very tragic, and I will be back with another case, more updates on this and other videos. This is Dev with Crime Hive. Y'all take care.